Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Red Dirt Wrestling presents the Red Dirt Rumble. I am Diamond Jim, James Southard. You heard our ring announcer making his debut, Chris Taylor, and now Christopher Morrison, the Oklahoma Strangler and UWO champion, is making his way to the ring and not making any friends with any of our camera operators tonight. Now asking our ring announcer, Chris Taylor, who are you? I know it's his debut, Morrison, but he's here to announce he's not here to fight. That is a determined and focused UWO champion in Christopher Morrison.
Yay!
Nobody's coming. Back to the home, right?
Only if you dance.
His opponent this evening about to make his way to the ring. That's Mr. Mid-South. We have not seen Mr. Mid-South around Mid-South Wrestling Alliance, around UWO. We haven't seen Mr. Mid-South in quite some time. What a return for Mr. Mid-South, and what an opportunity he has, if he can manage to defeat the UWO champion Christopher Morrison here in singles competition tonight at Red Dirt Wrestling as we're kicking off the action. If he beats him tonight, he's got to be in line for a shot at that UWO championship.
I'm uncomfortable.
Morrison saying he's uncomfortable. The Oklahoma Strangler a bit out of his element here, facing Mr. Mid-South, an opponent he probably wasn't prepared to face. Brent Wall, the owner of UWO and Red Dirt Wrestling, saying that it's Mr. Mid-South, the one and only, the original, the genuine, as you see there, taking down, beautiful double leg takedown there by Mr. Mid-South, and Morrison retreating to the ropes. Christopher Morrison caught off guard a bit here by Mr. Mid-South's technical ability. The Oklahoma Strangler prides himself on his catch-as-catch-can and Greco-Roman stylings. Not used to being taken off his feet like that by Mr. Mid-South. Now a Greco-Roman knuckle lock here. Morrison now into the armbar, trying to bend that elbow. But he's got his own elbow bent there now, and a hammer lock by Mr. Mid-South. Dropping down, hooking that single leg, bringing Mr. Mid-South down. Now it looks like Morrison might be going for the mask there, but Mr. Mid-South sliding out the back with a waist lock. Morrison back around to that arm bar. It seems like that's going to be what he's targeting in this contest, the arms. Mr. Mid-South back around. Morrison trading out to that arm once again. Great amateur wrestling stylings on display here. Both of these men showing great technical prowess. Very scientific matchup so far, but a little bit of a slap there from Morrison. That'll start things going. Now asking Mr. Mid-South, who are you, as he's just raining these slaps down. Mr. Mid-South returning one of his own. Big open hand palm strike. Rocking Mr. Mid-South to the corner, now eating a European uppercut. Forearm to the side of the head. What does Christopher Morrison have in mind here? Mr. Mid-South in the corner. Looks like he was going for an elbow. Mr. Mid-South's firing up. A series of punches have successfully landed, and a third. Ducking the line. Big bionic elbow, baby, if and you will, from Mr. Mid-South. Christopher Morrison up for the body slam, and down. Mr. Mid-South into the pin. One. Only a one count, says Brixton Barricade, our official in our opening RDW contest here. Of course, still to come, the Red Dirt Rumble. The winner of that will receive an opportunity at Christopher Morrison and his UWO title. Beautiful single leg there by Christopher Morrison, attempting for an ankle pick, now going back to the head. That seemed to be his game plan, the arm and the head of Mr. Mid-South. You know this has got to frustrate someone like the Oklahoma Strangler to come out and be basically shown up at your own game. But now he's proving exactly why he is the UWO champion. He's staying on Mr. Mid-South and picking him apart scientifically. Now to the knee, the right knee of Mr. Mid-South being stomped, being caused to hyperextend backwards. Morrison still working on that leg, cranking the ankle and the knee. Applying that tension. Morrison's got his ankle hooked here. He's trying to flip him over perhaps for an ankle lock or a Boston grab. Mr. Mid-South fighting him off. Big clothesline there from Christopher Morrison, taking Mr. Mid-South, knocking him groggy into the ropes and down to the mat. Mr. Mid-South may just about be out of this one. Morrison back to that knee. That right knee has become the focus. It is seemingly the weak spot for Mr. Mid-South, and Morrison knows it. Now just a punch straight to the knee. The hyperextension doesn't hurt, just that jarring blow of the fist. Now the foot stomped right into that knee. Now Morrison switching knees. It seems like he's working his way around the body of Mr. Mid-South, starting at the head, then the arms, now the legs. Mr. Mid-South in a desperate position here. He's got to get to the ropes, get his body underneath him. You see that knee being used to propel Mr. Mid-South further towards those ropes. Brixton barricade right there to see if Mr. Mid-South can reach it. His fingertips touch it. He's got it. Our official starting the count. Morrison letting go at 3. Mr. Mid-South not given the opportunity to get up. Morrison attempted something, but Mr. Mid-South rallies and gets an enziguri into the pinfall. Now Mr. Mid-South, 1, 2, only 2 for Mr. Mid-South. An incredible rally there, finding the strength to break out that enziguri, that kick to the back of the head, and a brutal forearm there from Morrison. Staggers Mr. Mid-South back into the corner. Now just a series of body blows, softening up Mr. Mid-South.
Look at him! Look at him!
Now Morrison draping Mr. Mid-South over the ropes for all the fans to see here at VFW 9265. We encourage you to join us here for RDW wrestling events as well as Unified Wrestling Oklahoma. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Unified Wrestling Oklahoma to stay up to date with all our future events. Big body slam there from Morrison. Asking what's his name. He is your UWO champion, Christopher Morrison.
I'm gonna drop him on his head.
Promising now to drop Mr. Mid-South on his head. Attempting that German suplex, no. But he's got that sleeper hold locked in. In honor of legends like Ed Strangler Lewis, that sleeper hold applied by the Oklahoma Strangler. Look at Mr. Mid-South now. What's he doing? Climbing up those ropes. Back onto Morrison into a pinning combination. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there for Mr. Mid-South. He's cooking now. He's moving. He's flying. He's hitting those ropes. A couple of duck unders there by Mr. Mid-South and a big leaping clothesline. Morrison is staggered. He's trying to find his way to a corner. Mr. Mid-South finds him there with a pair of knees to the chest. Mr. Mid-South now climbing up those ropes in the corner. Going up to the high-risk, high-reward district. Rolling Morrison to his feet. Here comes Mr. Mid-South with the missile drop kick. You've got to get into the pinfall now, Mr. Mid-South. This might be your only opportunity in this contest. Both men down, a count of 4 now. 5 by Brixton Barricade, standing 10 count. Mr. Mid-South, he's crawling towards Christopher Morrison's body. Can he make the pinfall? 1, 2, only 2 once again from Mr. Mid-South. The UWO champion finds a way to kick out and keep pushing forward. Mid-South missing that enziguri, went to the well perhaps one too many times. That sleeper hold back on. Now Mr. Mid-South into the ropes. There's that German suplex that Christopher Morrison was looking for earlier. The shoulder, head, and neck, Mr. Mid-South. Oh, this is going to be more damage to that neck. Pile driver, courtesy of Brawler Morrison. This has got to be all. One, our official now just getting into position. One. Excuse me, I'm shocked. Only a 2 count, and Morrison pulled him up. It's over. Mr. Mid-South was already out before that sleeper hold was applied by the Oklahoma Strangler. Now refusing to let go of the hold. Despicable behavior by Christopher Morrison here.
The Oklahoma Strangler, Christopher Morrison!
What's he doing now? Holding Mr. Mid-South up for display. This sick man is proud of himself. He is proud of what he just did in that ring. There is a reason he is the UWO champion. He's yelling at Brent Wall, telling him, "This is my house. Bring me some better competition." Mr. Mid-South held his own very, very well against Christopher Morrison in this contest. He has nothing to be ashamed of. Let's throw it back down to our ring announcer,